Kia ora and welcome to Wellywood Wargaming. We're back again today with a second video actually, this time of course a battle report from this Necromunda campaign. Now this is the first time that my gang, the Pilgrims of the Cleansing Flame, Outcasts with a Corridor Redemptionist background, will be going up against the very scary Ogryn gang that we have here. So I'm a bit nervous about this one. I don't think the Ogryns are too much, but the scenario makes me even more nervous because this is Murder Cyborg. And Murder Cyborg is pretty nasty. I've played this a few times and it's always ended up being an absolute bloodbath. So we're going to see what happens here. And as I explain a bit more about the scenario when we go and look at the gangs now. So taking a look at the scenario itself, Murder Cyborg is the one. It's standard battlefield, standard crews, so we're both going to have our full crews in this game. I've actually played this before though, and it's really brutal. If you just have a look at the Murder Cyborg's stats there, pretty awesome. He's got 2 bolt pistols with las projectors, a shotgun with executioner shells, light carapace, a displacer field, frag grenades, crack grenades, fast shot gunfire, iron jaw, cannot be pinned, cannot be a coup de grace. He basically has to be taken down in flesh wounds until he's got no flesh wounds left. So wounded and then flesh wounded to death before you can actually coup de grace him. Now the thing is with this battle is you play pretty much a normal gang fight until a fighter is wounded. When that fighter is wounded on a 5 or 6, they are replaced by the Murder Cyborg, and then you immediately roll on this D6 table here to see what the actual Cyborg's mission is. Now if you're unlucky on a 1 and a 2, the Cyborg wants to kill everything on the board, both sides. Decapitation subroutine means that he's trying to kill both the leaders, and on a 5 and a 6 he's trying to escape to the other board edge. Now hopefully we get this one. Fingers crossed anyway, otherwise this guy's going to be really hard to take out. However, the Ogryns should find it a bit easier, seeing as they can punch stuff really hard. Now there's quite a lot of money, there's 3d6 times 10 credits here for the winner as well. But worth noting that you get 1 XP for just wounding the Cyborg, which is quite nice, so that'll be good. But let's take a look at the crews now. So the Pilgrims of the Cleansing Flame, led by Cardinal Bolifax III over here. Of course, he is using the stat profile of Clovis the Redeemer, so he's got Mastercrafted Eviscerator. He's now got light carapace armor that I bought from the trading post, but yeah, really nasty piece of work, but really fun as well. We've then, of course, this is an Outcast gang, just worth highlighting. We've got 2 champions here with the bigger bases. This one is Sister Helica. She's got a fire pike, mesh armor, and a auto pistol as backup with an armored undersuit. And Sister Marbella here, who has got a sword, a flail, an auto pistol, mesh armor, armored undersuit, and she's got the berserker skill. Helica has nerves of steel and a cool increase actually to use that with as well. We've then got the star of the show actually, which has been the Scummer so far. She got a whopping amount of XP in nearly every game that she's had so far, but she's now got a boning sword, counts as. That counts as a sawn-off shotgun. She's also got a reclaimed auto pistol. Mesh armor, she's had a willpower increase and a movement increase already in this campaign, which is insane. Sister Logno here has a heavy club, reclaimed auto pistol, mesh armor, and smoke grenades. Sister Graver here, chainsword, reclaimed auto pistol, and mesh armor. Not sure which one this was, can't remember the name off the top of my head, but another sister here with an auto gun and incendiary charges, mesh armor. Another one with mesh armor and auto gun there, both of which have got reclaimed auto pistols as well. And the newest member of the gang here, who hasn't got any armor yet because I neglected to buy her armor when I actually got her, but she's got a reclaimed auto pistol and a needle pistol, and she took out an aberrant in the last game with a lucky shot. So yeah, let's see if we can use that. Of course, toxin, gas, blaze, none of those things actually work on this Murder Cyborg, but they will certainly work on Ogryns. So let's see if we can put in some work as we go and see the Ogryns. And here are the mighty Ogryns. We have R3K17 back again. Been a bit nervous about facing these guys, but it should be actually a lot of fun, to be honest. But yeah, I was going to say a one-man army, but not so much anymore. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So the full gang in effect here. We've got Freedom, the overboss, Freedom. He's got basically everything. He's got all the gears and the ideas. He's got Carapace, light Carapace, a Servo Harness, partial. He's got Industrial Respirator, Iron Will for the bottle checks, and he's just a badass really. So he's lots of attacks and stuff in combat as well. Next to him we have ROK1, who's an underboss with Fists of Steel, and he's got an armoured undersuit and furnace plates. So he's a close combat wizard really. Fist of Steel is a great skill to have on him as well. Really fun build for that one. We've got 2 Lobo slaves at the back here, Nips and Nips, or NIP2 and NIP, or N1P5. Both got furnace plates. One has, in fact, neither of them have got weapons, have they? So we've got 2 unarmed Lobo slaves there, and then we've got 2 Ogryns here at the front. So these are your generic sort of gangers. They've got, one of them's got the las cutter, this fella here with las cutter. That's a versatile las cannon basically. It's pretty nasty in close combat. And we've got Egon here as well, who has of course the Storm Welder, or Igon, because he's gone every game. Has the Storm Welder because he likes to blow himself up a lot, but very dangerous weapon when it does hit its target. And we've had a toughness down on this guy and a toughness up on that guy. So he's toughness 6, he's toughness 4, so he's like an Ogryn, like a Goliath now. This guy's just a beast. But yeah, let's get into it. So looking around the table here, it's actually been set up for a Thursday night multiplayer game where we've got caravan heist. So we've got sort of 2 big roads going through, crisscrossing through the table here, but just having a look around, we've got the sisters on this side, taking the high ground as they run the roll off for this. And of course, I didn't mention, but we have bounty hunter rules here, and I've decided to bring in Vandoff the Fallen with a tier 2 bounty hunter roll. So I rolled a 10. The Ogryns didn't get the bounty though, so they don't get any help in this one, but they did use their slopper to bring someone out of recovery, which was pretty cool, with that 6 before game. But yeah, you can see they're set up in clusters over here. Now, yeah, it's just a normal game until this chick comes in basically. So it's the model we'll be using for the Murder Cyborg there. Pretty cool model, that one from Forge World. And yeah, we're just going to roll for priority, and basically, yeah, first one to get wounded, and hopefully we get an early Cyborg, because this scenario can be pretty nasty. Yeah, what do you get? Ogryns get a 1. All right, roll the same dice there. They get a 4, so priority in first turn goes to the sisters. So the first shot of the game in the first turn here, it's mainly just been movement, to be honest, and it's really only going to be movement, but we're shooting an auto gun down into this guy here off the top there. Now I'm not sure if I'm in range, but I've declared the shot, so we're just going to see if I can hit. Saying it's soft cover, so it'll be 5s. So I don't hit, and no ammo check there as well, but we're just going to check the range just to see if that was actually in range. So yeah, the only thing that actually happened in that entire turn was 1 shot that was about an inch out of range in the end, but yeah, we're just moving into position here. We've got Vandoff here on the roof, moving forwards. Champion down here, and a little cluster with Cardinal Bolifax under there. So we move around and have a look. Just moving forward here, we've got the Ogryns actually played a tactics card in the first part of the game, which is Shield Wall. So you can see there we've got the champion with a pretty cool looking shield on his front there, and he gets +2 to his save from his front arc. And anyone in base-to-base contact with him also gets +1 as well, which is pretty cool as they sort of stride forward across the pitch there. You know what I mean. And then we've got the leader over there looking menacing. So all in a bit of a cluster in the middle there, but still no wounds to be had, so nothing really to report here as we roll off for priority again. Now I had it the first turn, so let's see. So yeah, the sisters get it again as we go into turn 2. Second shot of the game here, coming from the stairs. She's going to aim and shoot into hard cover down here. This Lobo slave that's walking forwards on his own there. So I'm aiming, so I get +1, but it's -2, so I will be hitting on a 5 here. And I miss. And there you go. So far, no shooty. And another shot here. Reclaimed auto pistol into this Ogryn. So let's see what we have here. Do we get a hit yet? Let's see. Reclaimed auto pistol. I think that'll hit, won't it? Have we got any cover there? Let's just have a look. No, I'd say that's a clear shot. So yeah, that will hit him. And he's a regular Ogryn, isn't he? So I think he'll go pinned there. Now let's see if we wound him though. On a 5 with 2 shots. Wowzers. It's not bad, is it? So reclaimed auto pistol doing the work there. So we got 2 saves there from his side arc, I suppose. We've got furnace plates there, so it'll be just a 6, I imagine.
I don't think he's got any armor.
Has he not got any armour? Let's have a look.
No, not yet.
No save. So a wound is taken then, is it?
2 wounds.
2 wounds are taken. So we get to roll twice on the cyborg chart here. This will be interesting. So first wound taken, roll a d6. If it's a 5 up, which it isn't. Now, second wound taken. Now he's got 2 wounds in total, has he?
Yeah.
So this is an injury die here, just to see what happens first. He's flesh wounded, but he still gets to roll another 5 up here to see if he turns into the cyborg. Or if he was indeed the cyborg. He wasn't the cyborg, but he is pinned and flesh wounded and wounded. So not bad for a reclaimed auto pistol, I'll tell you that. Another reclaimed auto pistol. I'm feeling lucky now, so we're going to shoot. By the way, just ignore that droid in the middle there. She hasn't actually come onto the board yet, but another reclaimed auto pistol at a Lobo slave here. Can we do the same thing though? Now we're hitting on a 4. So again, that will hit with 3 shots. I'm not gonna sniff at that. Not gonna sniff at that. Toughness 4, this guy, so still winning on 5s though. And one of them will wound. So has he got a save?
Yeah.
He has got a save. Now he's not pinned because he's in Lobo slave, but he also makes the save. So there you go. But I was happy about the earlier one. I must say that was pretty good. And now it's the Ogryns turn. And another reclaimed auto pistol, this time into the Storm Welder over here, who's part of the shield wall. I'll just move to the edge there. We'll just see if we can make another lovely bit of damage here with the pistol. Who knows? We will hit again with 2 shots, so I'm not doing too bad on the hit front. Now winning on 5s here, or is he the toughness 6 guy?
No.
So neither wound there, but he will be pinned unless he's a Lobo slave. He's not a Lobo slave, is he? So he will be pinned. It's pistol time again. We've got another reclaimed auto pistol into the same Lobo slave. See if we can do it. This time we've got soft cover though, so it's a 5 up. Misses and an ammo check there. Remember it's reclaimed, so it's a 5 up. And she's run out of pistol. And there we go. First ammo check for the game. So that was turn 2, the Ogryns advanced. Not a lot happened, just a lot of reclaimed auto pistol fire coming in, but we got 1 lucky shot over here for the sisters, and this guy is wounded and flesh wounded. Not bad, and he's the one with the las cutter, so I've put someone who's potentially dangerous on the ground with a flesh wound and a wound, so yeah. But however, there's a situation developing over here. For my troubles, we've got the Ogryn leader there who is probably about to mince Sister Graver there, but we'll see if we can get priority for a 3rd time in a row. Let's see. Now, I have had it twice though, so what do the Ogryns get? The Ogryns get a 1 though. And I do get a 2, which means that we do get it again, so I'm going to have to go with the important thing actually and just obviously not let that charge happen. So I'm going to go with an auto pistol shot first and then try and retreat. So let's see. Shooting with the reclaimed auto pistol over here, hitting a 4, misses, and then I'm just going to move out of the way. And that's about as exciting as it's going to get over here. So the toughness 4 Lobo slave is ambling forwards, and of course this chick over here has run out of reclaimed auto pistol, and she's not going to aim actually. She's got a needle pistol here, and she's close range, so she's going to shoot that instead. So yeah. She just needs a 2 to hit here because it's +2, I believe. Well, that'll hit anyway, so yep. Now his toughness 4, so I need a 4 up here. I don't get it, but he's not pinned either, so second activation I think is to try and reload actually. So we'll try and reload the auto pistol. I don't do it, and that's over to the Ogryns. Sister Logno with her sensor is going to be popping off another reclaimed auto pistol, this time into the shield carrier. He gets +2 to his save from his front arc, but let's see if we can hit here. Do hit again for 2 shots here. Loving these auto pistols today. I think that will win with a 5, will it? Or is he not toughness 6? Is he? Mind you, it wouldn't make a difference actually. Yeah, it would. Anyway, ignore me. I'm rambling. So yeah, save for him. Now, would you say he's got the front arc there?
Yeah,
yeah, I'd say he would. Yeah, so
he'll get 2 up.
Yeah, 2 up save here. Loves it. But he does go prone though, so he will be pinned. And that's what we came to do, pin Ogryns. But you can see that they're making moves, getting very, very in my face now. So They're coming. Sawn off shotgun now at close range. Needing a 2 here. A lot of people don't like sawn offs, but I think they're great. That one hits. Now I get D6 shots with this. So see, we get 3 hits off. Now 3, strength 3, toughness 4, winning on 5s here. So I do get 2. I do get 2 here. So did we have saves over there? On the Lobo Slave over there?
Yeah.
2 wounds, yep. So no AP on that one, so it's just 2. First one's okay, I believe. And the second one's not okay. So he does take a wound. Now you want to see if you roll into the Murder Cyborg here. 5 up he does. No, still no Murder Cyborg, but he is wounded. So he's gone down to 1 wound, but he's not pinned. Yeah, we're getting wounds here, but we're not getting any cyborgs turning up. So just put a 1 next to him just to make it obvious for me. And that's the Ogryns' turn. Vandoth or Vandella the Fallen, shooting the Ogryn leader now with the Enforcer bolt gun. Now she's going to aim and shoot. Now we've got an Enforcer bolt gun, but this leader's incredibly tough. Let's see if we hit him first. I will not. So anticlimactic from her. And there we go. But yeah, let's have a look around. We've got Ogryns all over the place coming forwards, but yeah, the sisters have managed to chip away at them a little bit, but so far no Murder Cyborg. Look at this beast down here though. Gigantic. On the roof here, we've got a sniping shot again at this Lobo Slave, trying to finish him off here. This time we've got a auto gun, so not a no auto pistol this time, but hitting on a 3. We get 3 shots though, which is lovely, lovely jubbly. See if we can win with any of them. He's not flesh wounded, so still winning on 5s here. Bloody hell, don't mind that either. So did we have saves over there? I think we did, didn't we?
Furnace plates.
Yep, so 5 ups from the front. Wow, look at that. Makes both of them still standing. No problems at all. And we're heading into turn 3 in a minute, and we've still got no cyborg yet. So we're heading into turn 3 here. Again, not a lot happened from the Ogryn front. Of course, you weren't expecting them to be shooting anything. We do have a Storm Welder over there, though. It's probably going to... all hell's going to break loose with that in a minute, I imagine. But yeah, not a lot really happens. Of course, we took some wounds off Ogryns and stuff, which is not too bad. I'm not going to complain about that, but still no Murder Cyborg. So we head into turn 3 and roll for priority again now. The sisters have had it 3 times in a row. Let's see what Al gets here. Another 2. Very low roll in these Ogryns today. Of course, I get it again. So that's, 3 in a row. So there we go. As we head into turn 3. Can we get a Cyborg on the board? So we have an incendiary charge off the stairs here into these 3 Ogryns, and I'm placing it right there in between those 2. So I haven't actually checked the range yet, but I'm just going to see if I can throw it. I've got 9-inch to throw. But yeah, let's have a look. Incendiary charge. Does it hit? Does not hit. And I didn't aim either, so I've just got a second action, but let's just see if I run out first. I do run out, so it's 2 1s in a row, but let's see where it goes. Now it's D6 plus the scatter there, just from that point. So it will go 6 that away, so quite far. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Measure it. You got it? It would hit the Murder Cyborg if she's actually in the board, but we're just using the model there, so I don't think it will get anything. Possibly though. You got that big template there? Pretty much onto that dice, is it? Not quite. Not far off though, but she's run out of incendiary charge. That could have been catastrophic because none of them have got hazard suits, but there we go. Ogryn turn 1. So the Ogryn champion has broken away from his shield wall and heading this way towards Ganger, while Sister Helica on the rooftop with the fire pike is now going to douse these 2 with flame. So we'll see what happens here. Of course, it's auto hitting both of them. And now we're just going to see if we wound the first guy. So the Lobo Slave. It's toughness 6, isn't he? Yeah. So we're wounding on a 5 here. Does do it, and that's rending as well, so that does cause an extra damage there. And the other guy wounding, fucking hell, also wounds him. Wowzers, with rending. Now is the first guy on fire? No. Is the other guy on fire? No. So neither of them on fire, which is good, but you've got -2 AP and 2 damage here. So yeah. So on the Lobo Slave. Now he takes a wound. First off though, does he turn into the Cyborg? He doesn't turn into the Cyborg. Now what happens to him? Let's see if I can Jesus, okay, so she takes him out, so we'll get the XP for that. So that's a Lobo Slave gone with one single fire pike shot. And that is why fire pikes are not very nice. So the other guy, let's see what happens to him. He's dead too, but first you needed to roll the cyborg thing, because he's not necessarily dead if we... So it is a cyborg, so I'd say that happens before it turns up, doesn't it? Okay, we'll just call it that. So we have a cyborg on the pitch now, finally. But yeah, it's going to be pretty nasty now. Kind of annoyed I didn't get the kill there, really, but I'm not gonna complain too much. It's pretty good, but I just want to get the XP for it. But that was huge. So now it is Al's turn.
Injury?
Yeah, we're rolling the injury here to see what happens. Oh god. Oh god. So I did get the XP. Oh my lord. So the fire pike there, absolutely monstrous. I mean, when you roll two rending rolls on two guys, even without setting them on fire, that's just hideous. So there you go. That's why we don't play with fire, children. So just clearing up, we rolled on ammo there because I didn't roll ammo. It's fine on the fire pike, but we need to see the actual mission for the cyborg here. So this is a D6 roll. Oh no. So this is the one where it has to take out everybody. So this is quite good for Al's Ogryns, because it means it's going to go for me too. So it's going to go for everybody, and it needs to split its shots equally with the bolt pistols as well. It's got a gunfighter and two las projector bolt pistols, which is pretty nasty. Now I'm activating it though, but we're obviously just going to be unbiased with its shooting. So we'll see what happens, but I might just leave it until a bit later to do the cyborg, see what happens first. And there we go. So the first action against the cyborg over here is going to be Vandella, I'm going to call her, and she's going to aim and shoot with her enforcer bolt gun, hitting on 2s here. Does hit. Now we're going to be wounding the cyborg. It's toughness 5, so we're going to be wounding on 5s here. Does wound it though, which is nice. Now you can make the save here. You've got a displacer field, so we might as well use the displacer field. It's pretty fun. It does save, so it will ping it 4 in a random direction because it's the strength of the weapon. So we just roll the add direction dice here to see where it goes. So there we go. We go sort of over this way, but remain standing because it cannot be pinned. So there we go. We've got to get this down by flesh wounds. So it's going to be really tricky here. What do the Ogryns do? The question of the Ogryns going to go for the money and try and get this thing? Who knows? Okay, time for the murder cyborg. Now, she's got 2 bolt pistols here with las projectors. Now, she's not in close range though, but she's going to split her shots between the sister on the ledge there that ran out of ammo on her pistol and the Ogryn leader over here. So we're going to roll 2 different dice here. We're hitting on 2s though because ballistic skill is incredibly high, but we're going to use black for the sisters and yellow for the Ogryn. Hitting on 2s. So both hit. Now black was for the sisters, that was for the Ogryn. So we'll roll to see if we wound the Ogryn leader there. So we're wounding on 5 here. Does wound, so it's minus 1 AP for him. And he'll be pinned.
Yep.
Oop. He's okay, I think. Yeah, he's okay. Because he's got the undersuit, hasn't he? Yep. So he's okay with his armor, but he does go prone over there. Now, does this completely mulch my sister over here? Probably. I've got no armor either. So both wounds. Now that is 4 damage. Do you want to do the honors? Do the honors. Roll 4 damage on my sister there. Ouch. She dead. Yep, she's very much dead there. So that is 1 sister down now. So I probably deserve that after all those auto pistols doing work and the fire pike being ridiculous. So there we go, and that is that. And that was just the first activation. The next one will be to move somewhere as well, so we'll see what happens there. So yeah, really brutal turn there as the cyborg turned up. Of course, that fire pike, you saw that, rolled double skulls on both guys, rending on them both, which was just hideous. That seems to be happening a lot, actually, the 6s on the wound roll. But there you go, doing its work. Now, the cyborg is on the board as we head into turn 4. We're going to roll to see who gets priority, though, but obviously the closest target was the Ogryn leader on the floor there, so she's moved towards that after she shot my sister to death there, who is out cold. Coincidentally, not too bad, but we're going to roll priority here to see who actually controls the thing. Here we go. We get a 2 again, rolling very low, the Ogryns. Jesus Christ, that's a priority for me every single turn so far, so I'd be getting salty about that, I'll be honest. But yeah, let's see what happens first. Okay, so the sisters get priority again as we head into turn 4 here. And of course what we're doing here is we're going to go with Vandoth, aiming and shooting with the Enforcer bolt gun from the top there. So let's see what happens with this. Can we actually wound this thing? Now we do hit with 2 shots there. Now these are both going to be winning on 5s though, because it's toughness 5 this thing. Oh, nice, 2 of them. So again, 2 saves. We did this last time though, and it made both saves. So let's see what happens here. Oh, neither. Okay, so that is 4 damage in total. So they'll both go through, and it's got 3 wounds in total, which means it loses all 3 wounds, and it just gets so it loses 2 wounds. Sorry. But we don't roll injury dice here, do we? Or do we? Let's have a look. Let's go and have a look at the rules quickly just to see what actually happens here. So we figured out it can't be taken out of action normally, and obviously it can't be seriously injured either. So we need flesh wounds here to actually do any damage here. So we're going to roll 2 flesh wounds for the injury dice, hopefully, and of course don't get one, so it ignores those. So nothing happens there, but it has got it down to 0 wounds now, which is quite a big deal because whoever next hits it is probably going to do it some damage if it doesn't make the saves. The mighty Cardinal Bolifax is going to make a charge action into this Lobo Slave here. So to be honest, I think we've got the move there because we're going to move. I'm not going to really need to roll the D3 because I've got 1 inch minimum plus 1 inch versatile range with the Eviscerator there. So I'm going to try and finish this guy off. Of course, I want to be going for the Cyborg here, but I can't because I haven't got any real range there. Now we've got 1, 2. In fact, we'll roll your dice here if you don't mind. I'm going to roll 3 attacks, so 4 attacks when I charge. Where is the other dice? We use this black one as well. So hitting on 3s here. So 2 of them, 3 of them hit. 1 misses. Now he's what is he? Toughness.
5 with 2 flesh wounds.
It's toughness 3 now, so winning on 3s here. So that will do it with 2. Now I didn't use Mastercrafted there. I'm kind of saving it, I think. So they will. Has he got an armor save? He hasn't. So he will be taken out of action because he's got Sever on the thing, so it reduces the wounds. I don't need to roll injury dice, so he does get taken out of action by that. So we'll see what happens there. So Cardinal Bolifax racking up the XP there, and we'll see what the injury roll has to say about that. For that measly Lobo Slave, 50 is an injury, I think, but it's nothing too bad. But it is an injury. It's probably going to be a stat decrease of some sort. But that's the Cardinal there for you, and that's all he's done in this game. So the Cardinal proved to be pretty effective there, but can this champion with the minus movement be effective as well? She's going to charge the Ogryn champion there, or at least attempt to. So we need a high roll here on the D3. Nope, so I only get 5 inches, so I can't actually get there. I'm just going to move somewhere else, I believe. But yeah, the Ogryns are probably going to get monopoly on actually taking out the Cyborg, because I can't get near it with these 2 brutes in the way. So heading into turn 5 here, a lot of Ogryns have been kind of mauled, and no, they're not going to have a gentleman's agreement. I did ask, but I got a stern no. So we're not agreeing to team up on this thing. It's just gonna happen when it happens, basically. So we've got another bottle check to be taken by the Ogryns here, actually. So we need to do that first, don't we? We've got no one in recovery. In fact, let's do the Cyborg's recovery first, because we need to do a toughness check on the Cyborg. So we need to roll anything under a 5 here, 5 or under, because it's toughness, I believe.
Yep.
To see if it gets flesh wounded. It does, so it does roll over and become flesh wounded. So it's now effectively toughness 4. So we're softening it up quite a lot. That bolt gun shot in turn 4 there was pretty good from the Vandoth the Fallen. But now we've got a bottle roll to be made by the Ogryns, who are fine. They stick around. They've also, just worth noting, they've got Iron Will on the leader there as well, so they're going to stick around for a long time. Now we just get priority. Now, yeah, I've had it in every single turn so far. I don't want it again almost. And you do get it. There you go, it's a draw. So the Ogryns get it first, but what do they do with it? Is this the question? What are they going to do with that first one? Are they going to charge it?
Yep, making a charge at the leader.
Yep, awesome. Okay. So I'll keep the video rolling for this, because this will probably be the moment that this thing sees its comeuppance. Yep, so we get in there, the Ogryn leader, what's his name again? Three Dumb is going to charge this, worth noting of course that Ogryns get control of the Cyborg as well, but how many attacks have we got here? Because we've got paired 3 attacks base, so that's 6, plus 1 for charging, plus 1 for thingy, so that's 8 attacks, which is kind of disgusting. So 8 attacks hitting on our 3s, I believe. Can we finish this thing off though? And it's toughness 4 effectively. Not enough dice, that's the problem. It's a bit like playing corpse grinders, but actually worse. Yeah, 8 attacks. Wowzers, okay, that'll do it. So only one of them doesn't hit. No bonuses for those 6s, I don't suppose. Hasn't got power or anything, has it? Augmetic Fists, which you can have a quick look at the Augmetic Fists there. Let's have a look and see what they've actually got. Are they just powered, or do they have shock or power or something like that? No, nothing, they're just... Oh, they've got knockback though, which is quite cool, so you can knock back with that. But yeah, strength 8 there, on toughness 4 now, so we're wounding on 2s. Just 1-1 in there. So that is, how many saves we've got to make? 6?
6 saves.
6 saves here. Let's see if we can... Because of course, you know what's going to happen. You're going to roll all serious injuries. Wow, okay, so that's 4 saves to be made. So that's... How many damage are these things?
2, please.
Okay, so 4 damage, and you want... How many flesh wounds do you need? 4 flesh wounds here, really. Like, that's what will take it out. Ooh, only 1 flesh wound, so it's toughness 3, and it ignores these, which means that it does get to fight back now. So we'll just see how many attacks that it's got left. But what can you do? 8 attacks, wounding on 2s, and the thing is still standing. And all it gets is a flesh wound for its troubles. So yeah, these things are pretty horrific if you haven't played this.
It doesn't ignore those.
Yeah.
And that makes it go face down.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that does count as seriously injured, but we can't coup de grace it, that's what I'm saying. So difficult to read these rules sometimes. That's Necromunda for you. But there you go, so it doesn't get to fight back, so it does count as seriously injured there, pardon me. And that's the sister's first turn. Well, the displacer field actually pinged the Cyborg over to here, and I'm chasing it with this nun here who doesn't fear death, as the Ogryns sort of closed the bridge there to try and get it. Cardinal Bolifax over here though is just making a charge on this Lobo Slave, the one with the toughness increase, I believe. So we're charging 1 inch away, so we're going to use the Eviscerator at its versatile range here, so 4 attacks hitting on 3s. So 2 of them will go through. It's toughness 6 though, so I'm wounding... Oh, he's only 4 actually, so I'm wounding on 4s here. So 1 more wounds. Now, was he wounded earlier? Don't think he was. He wounded earlier? I think he felt. I think he has taken a wound, which means that Sever will kick in, unless he's got a save there. He has taken. Yeah. Oh no, yes. So Sever does kick in. So Cardinal takes out a second Ogryn, and that is kind of monstrous. I'm not going to lie. So yeah. No, he's got Sever, so you don't roll injury dice if it goes under a wound. We know how bad Sever is. So yeah, Cardinal gets it there, and that's that. He's going to move 2 inches to consolidate down. Uh-oh, we have another fire pike shot here. I would love to get to the Motor Cyborg, but it keeps using the displacer field to get away from me. So I have to go for Ogryns here. Yeah, so here we go. We're wounding... Oh, we're wounding on a 5 here. Doesn't do it, and does ammo check, so there you go. It's fine for ammo though. Are you on fire though? This is the question. You're not. So lucky you, however you are pinned there. But I've not run out of ammo on the fire pike yet, but yeah, not so nasty that time, thank God. So we're chipping away at it. We've taken it down to toughness 3 now, the Murder Cyborg. So we're going to do first the toughness roll to see if it actually recovers. First we need to do the bottle check actually, don't we? Let's do things in order. So bottle check for the Ogryns is now a 5, I believe. So they do now have to make bottle checks, but first we do the recovery for this thing. So we'll just see a recovery roll here for that. It does get a flesh wound here, so that's pretty good again. So we're now toughness 2, so we're getting there. We're getting there. And now do we see if the Ogryn leader runs away? Probably not. He's fine. So everybody within 12 inches of him is fine, and there's only 2 of them left, I believe. So Yeah, there we go. Now we're rolling priority. And the Ogryns had it last turn, they get it again here unless I roll a 6. Which I don't. So Ogryns do get it again here. May as well keep the camera rolling here because I feel like we're going to have another attempt at getting the money, perhaps. I don't know. Let's have a look.
Activate.
What's that?
Group activate.
Group activation here. Yeah, absolutely.
So he'll charge.
He's going to charge. See what the D3 brings there. Oh, he only gets 1 inch though, so he's probably going to charge me instead. Unless he's got how many inches has he got? 6. Yeah, you can measure. Oh, he might be.
He's an inch.
Oh, it's an inch short.
Yep.
So who's he going to charge instead?
Charge
That one? Yeah, fair enough. Charging a sister, I fully deserve this. So yeah, 8 attacks on the sister. Champion here, Merbella, who's got a sword and a flail down there. So she has had a movement decrease, so we'll see what happens to her. She's not particularly valuable anymore, to be honest, with that movement increase. I will parry one of them.
Anyone?
Just the 5, I think. Parry the 5. Doesn't work, still hits. So that's quite a lot. And are you winning me on 2s?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of wounds. Now, minus how many AP are we minus here?
One.
Minus 1?
Yeah, -1.
So a lot of saves there. Let me see how many saves I've got there. I've got 4 saves to make, and these are -1. So 5 ups because I've got mesh armor and an undersuit. Wow, okay. 3 of them. Shit, she takes a wound. Wow. Oh, 2 wounds. Yeah, sorry. So she takes a wound and there's an injury dice here. So if you flesh wound me, I get to fight back. It's 2 damage or 3 damage?
2 damage.
Oh, so she's some champion, so she
okay.
took 1 wound and then she gets 1, yeah. Oh, she's seriously injured. Would you like to coup de grace her?
Of course.
Of course. So let's see what happens to her. And that's the first casualty. Actually, the first casualty for the sister. Oh, no, it's not, because we got shot by the cyborg. But 1. Do I roll another 1? Oh, come on. So she's out cold as well. So not too bad there. There we go. So the sisters are coming swarming forward now as everybody tries to chase this last broken cyborg, and the fire pike now, the end of this turn, is going to move forwards and try and flame the Ogryn leader to try and set him on fire so that he can't actually do anything, and that means that I get free reign to attack the cyborg, I hope. What have we got? We've got the ammo dice here, and we're auto hitting, so we're going to be wounding it on a 5. Doesn't wound, and runs out of ammo there. Doesn't run out of ammo. And are you on fire? You are on fire. However, we've got an industrial respirator that I just remembered about. Does that do anything with flame?
Yeah, I can choose to ignore blaze.
Choose to ignore blaze, so there you go.
1 turn.
Yep, still pinned though, but choose to ignore blaze is pretty cool. For 1 turn in the game. And there you go, there you have it. So the murder cyborg is standing up and pumping executioner rounds into this Ogryn over here. So closest target that's standing, we're going to use the executioner round. So we're hitting on a 2 here. That'll do it. So it does have knockback, and we're going to be wounding on 5s here.
Toughness 5?
Yep.
Strength 5?
Yep.
Or 4?
Strength 4, yep. Doesn't wound. So it does pin him though. But and the second activation there, sorry, it did stand up, so it stood up and shot. But no wounds to be had there, and that's the end of the Ogryn's turn. It's pretty much the end of that turn actually, as we may as well go and see if we can. Well, we've roll bottle. I can't bottle, so we're really just looking at the priority roll now. Cool checks. Yeah, sorry, cool checks for the leader first. See if the Ogryns run away. They don't. They're still cool. Now it's priority. So Ogryns roll a 1, which means I think I get it. Yeah, I get it. So what we're going to do here then? I still can't get to it. So what I might do actually here is just try and make a charge actually with this sister here, with the chainsword. Now, what have we got? We've got a 4 there, so let's just measure the distance and come back to that. Sister Graver, the scum with the chainsword, is going to be charging now. So she did get in around the edges there. So I'm going to use green for the auto pistol. And I've got 2 attacks with a chainsword here. So all hitting, the chainsword is actually hitting on 3s. So these won't hit at all, but the chainsword does hit on a 3. And I'll be wounding on a, what are we looking at here?
Toughness 2.
Yeah, toughness 2 there, so we're wounding on a 3. Does wound, it's minus 1 AP, but we have a displacer field. So does the displacer field work? 4 up save here. Does, so it will ping it in a direction away from her, so I don't get reactionary attacks coming my way, but we do have... Where do we go? That way, into the barrier, I suppose. So that's the displacer field working there. Not pinned either, but out of combat, importantly. Ooh. Cardinal Bolifax down there is moving forwards to use his Eviscerator Flamer on the Cyborg now. So, wounding on a 4 here. No, wounding on a 3 now. Does wound, doesn't run out of ammo there. This is scarce if it does run out. But is it on fire? Is the most important thing. It is on fire, but it ignores blaze, but it can still get wounded by each turn. So I have wounded it. Now, what happens here is we've got a save situation from the Cyborg, so I'll just make that save. We don't make it. So, injury dice here, just to see what happens. Can we flesh wound it again? We can't, so it's seriously injured. And it didn't make the save there as well, so there we go. Sister Graver charges in now. 3 attacks, 2 with the chainsword, 1 with a pistol. Chainsword hits on 3s. So that'll be nice. All of them hit there. Now, these are all going to be wounding on 3s as well. Oh, nice. So the chainsword does get rending, so that's going to be double damage, and this one doesn't wound. So do either of those save? Because if this is a big one. It's a big moment. So neither of them save. So that's a 4 damage from just a chainsword there. So can I roll some flesh wounds? Now I need 2 flesh wounds here to actually finish the thing off. Oh, I get 1 flesh wound, 2 deaths. Normally that's amazing, but not in this game. So we get 1 flesh wound, and it has now got 1 toughness. Cheapers, who's going to be the one to finish it off? So a lot of stuff just happened there. The sisters are piling forwards. I did use the fire pike just there to actually pin, not set on fire this guy, just to see if I can actually get the coup de grace this turn. But we're looking at the bottle check again first, actually, for the Ogryns, just to see if the leader runs away, and then we're going to do the recovery for the Cyborg. But the leader's still here, so the Ogryns are still in the game. No bottle check to be made for the sisters. Now we get to see if the thing recovers. So it does. So yeah, this is really just priority here now. Right, let's see what we get. However, I think it's a 3 there for me. And a 1 for you. So yeah, so we still have to fight this thing though, because it's still got a flesh wound, so got to finish it off this turn, otherwise it's troubles. So there we go. Cardinal Bolifax gets the priority, of course, and makes the charge through the pipe over there. Now we're going to be hitting not in close combat here, so all of those hit, which is nice. So we're going to be wounding on 2s here now. That is 3 wounds. Now, obviously Sever doesn't affect this thing, so I imagine this is a weird interaction. I'm not gonna really know what happens here, but I imagine we're just going to roll injury dice instead, just to see if it's what happens, I suppose. So it will go seriously injured again. Now, and interestingly, Cardinal Bolifax charged from 1 inch away, so can't actually get the coup de grace, which means that as I did a group activation, I am going to charge in with the sister behind, who gets the inches, and will get the coup de grace there. So that, well, actually, sorry, we still have saves to make. So you do actually have 3 saves to make before that even happens. Of course, if none of those are made, then we need to think about it. But it's all getting a bit dodgy at the end of the game here. Oh God, there we go. So yeah, that's that one. So, well, there you go. A couple of weird rules that we're going to have to look up after this one in terms of, you know, just how difficult this thing is to kill. But yeah, interesting game. I feel kind of bad for the Ogryns there, just because they really were up against it. They just kept getting pinned and couldn't do much about it. And then, yeah, wounds from auto pistols is always a bad look. But there you go. Looks like the end of the game there. And that was that. Ogryns versus Outcasts in Murder Cyborg. Well, like I said, these scenarios tend to turn into bloodbaths, and that was a complete bloodbath. I feel pretty bad actually, because that was really one-sided. But the other day you saw the same gang playing against Gene Stealers, and I got absolutely trounced. So the thing about Necromunda is it does swing a lot like this, and some games you'll find are just really, really dominant on one side there. But I got the Murder Cyborg in the end, to be honest. I would have loved to have had a gentleman's agreement and just gone for the Cyborg in a sort of group effort there, but it wasn't going to happen. We both wanted the credits in the end there, and I got it. So I'm happy. The Ogryns, however, I mean, that fire pike with the 2 skulls, wow. Some big moments. I had a reclaimed auto pistol taking out a Lobo slave, for example, nearly early on in the game. So yeah, lots of highlights from that one. Vandoth taking the Cyborg down to its wounds. That was pretty big too. But yeah, really awesome game. So please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.